Alright, Shalom, Michael. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakha Kudash. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I like to say Shalom to the elect that teaches word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And yeah, today I just want to get into a lesson about being raised up in the last day, which that's going to come in stages. It's going to be a process within that. Because we're being raised up by the word. You know, our status, our status is gonna change. We're gonna shoot to the top. You know, and also we're gonna even be literally raised up into the chariots, man. You know, but all these things is gonna happen in the last days, man, which we are, and we seeing this process now, and it's gonna grow into it in its perfection. Like I said, when being raised up into the chariots, our status we actually gonna be on. We at the bottom of the totem pole. We're gonna be raised up to the top. You know. So matter of fact, let's start out in the book of St. John 6. Get the words by Lord Yahweh Shai. St. John 6 and verse 40. It said, "And this is the will of him that sent me, that everyone which seeth the Son and believe on him." See, cause that's the ingredient right there. Believe in Yahweh Shai, man. Believe in the doctrine, the teachings, man. You know. This is what's going to set all these things off. This is what's going to kick it off. You believing in the Son. It says, may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day. See, going to be raised up at the last day. Like I said, came out of this state of confusion, being raised up from the dead. Matter of fact, let's get that, because it's a process. Was that in the book of 1 Samuel 2 and verse 8. Matter of fact, 1 Samuel 2 and 6, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. See, that's what the Lord did to us. We was smitten. He took his name away from us. We was dead from the neck up, man. But now, we have been brought up from the grave by the way of his word. It said the Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. See, because us being smitten, we was changed to a lower state. We was at the bottom of the totem pole, man. We was poor in spirit. You thinking you are African American, you don't got the knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shai Shai. Those are the true riches. We was brought low, but now it said we're now being lifted up. And there ain't just one level of being lifted up. That's gonna be on all levels. Our status. It tells you the house of the Lord is going to be on the top of the mountains, man. It says he raised up the poor out of the dust. See, being raised up from this state of confusion, man. And lifted up the beggar from the dunghill. See, so that lets you know that's the process, man. The Lord brought us out of this state of confusion. Now our status is about to change. We about to be on the top of the mountains. This is the part of us being raised up in the last day. It says and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill, see, from the shithole, to set them among princes, see, as rulers. Was that's our rightful the rightful lot of the nation of Israel, is to be the standard, well, which we're coming back into that time, which is gonna spearheaded by Lord Yahweh Shai in the 144,000, in the world to come. Which that's what we see in this process now. The next rulers is coming on the scene. That's why I said to set them. Matter of fact, finish this off and get this in the book of Daniel. It said to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he have set the world upon them. See? But you see, before The process, you being raised up out of the dust, you getting this word, and ultimately that raising up is not gonna stop. It's in stages, man. You know. Let's get that in the book of what it is, Daniel 2, because it says he's gonna set up the ones among princes, man. This is Daniel 2 and 44. It said, and in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom. See? And you go into that word set up, one of those words is come on the scene. So that's just like you planted a seed, it gets to the point and come on the scene when it breaks through the ground. Now you see that little leaf came on the scene, it came through the ground. You know, it's now being erected. And we seeing that now, the house of David, we seeing the erection of the house of David, man, being set up in the midst of these kings, man, in the days during this beast system. You know, you seeing the next rulers coming up, on the come up, as they say. You know how Jake said, on the come up. Well, that's what you saying now, being raised up in the last day. Like I said, it started by the way of this word, but it's gonna continue to grow. You know, tell you the Lord is the husbandman, man. So everything is a process, and it grows into its perfection. Was this the first step? Is getting this word, you know, actually being out there. You actually see us now, you know. Then you're gonna see the hopeful elect getting beamed up. That raising up don't stop, man. You know, and this is another part of that raising up. You actually seeing another kingdom coming on the scene in the days of these kings. And this time right here, during this beast system, this is the time where it was going to take place, during the last days. That's why I said in the days of these kings, during the 10 toes, you know, this is when that was going to take place. It said, in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. See? So that raising up, our status is going to change, man. See, we're not going to be just, you know, we're going to be the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme, man. Everything is about to be turned right side up. You know, they'll tell you that Solomon, he said he thought he seen an arrow come from the ruler. He seen servants on horses and princes on the planet Earth, man, walking on the earth, man. Meaning he seen so-called white man Esau, Edom in power, you know, and the one that posed to be ruling is at a lower state. But we're in a time where these things is about to be flipped right side up, you know. Matter of fact, let's get that in the book of Job 5. This is the book of Job 5, and I start at 10. It says, who giveth rain upon the earth and sendeth waters upon the fields, and that's Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the one that's doing that, which that's contribute to their strength. The waters. So it's the Lord that dishes out the power, man. You know, it says to set up on high those that be low. See? So now you saying the green tree is withering away, and the dry tree is now flourishing, man. This is all that we actually seeing the transition of power. See, the transition don't happen overnight. It come in stages, man. You know, it's a process, and that's what we seeing now. The Lord is now, you know, because you gotta water. You gotta frequently water your plants. You can't just water it one time, and then the next day it's full of fruit. No, man. It's a process. You know, you water it daily. You know, and over time you're gonna see it blossom. And the one that you neglect, each day it seems like it's green, but over time it begins to wither away. And that's what we see in this transition of power. The ones that's on low is now being set up on high, man. The status is changing. Somebody, you know, the ones that was on low is being raised up. You know? So it says, to set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety. See, so that lets you know that's another part of the raising up. You actually being exalted, and you actually being raised up into the chariots, man. You know, this is the process, you know, of being raised up in the last days, man. You know, you get this word, but it don't stop there, man. Everything a process with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and we seeing everything coming to a head. You know, it like I said, it don't stop with just us coming from the graves in Babylon. We actually gonna be literally come out of the grave of Babylon, man. You know, matter of fact, I think that's let's get that Revelation the 11th chapter, cause this actually goes into it right here. This is Revelations 11:8. It said, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified." See, so we was dead. We was in the grave, man. You know, we didn't know who we were. We didn't have the knowledge. You know, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord. What is the doctrine of life, man? So without that, we was dead, man. Here in America, you know, we was there. We was at a lower state, at the bottom of the totem pole. We was insignificant. You know, we're that nation not desired, man. You know, it says, "And they of the people, and kindreds, and tongues, and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their bodies to be put in graves." Yeah, because these other nations capitalize, especially Esau, even the so-called white man, capitalize off our downfall. You know, it tells you that, hey, the dogs came and licked the wounds, so we couldn't be healed, man, because they understand that us being at a lower state will benefit them. You know. It says, "And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, see, and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth." Yeah, pretty much the all the tribes of Israel, the whole nation of Israel, the northern and the southern kingdom, man. You know, so they them keeping us oppressed and keeping us abased was it tells you that was the day that they looked for. You know. But now we're in a time, matter of fact, continue on. It says, "And after 3 days and a half," see, it was going to be a certain time period where the Lord, you know, allowed, you know, everything to run its course. You know, this had to happen. This the process. It tells you that in the book of 2 Thessalonians, you know, there had to be a falling away first. Then that wicked, the son of perdition, that wicked got to be revealed. You know. So it was a process. We had to be overthrown and have our nationality stripped away from us. Just so, you know, now you seeing it come on. Now you seeing it being raised up. Because this is the last day, you know. So it's in after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, meaning this knowledge, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. See, so you see, by the way of this word, we was raised up. You know, by the way of this word, we came from the grave, tell you, we stood upon our feet. You know? So, man, we got up. You know? It says, "And they heard a voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither." See, so that raising up don't stop. Even though we raised up from the dead spiritually, we actually going to literally raise up into the chariots, man. Our status, we're going to literally raise up. We're going to actually be on the top, you know? So it says, "And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in the cloud, and their enemies beheld them." See? So that lets you know that's the process. We're going to be raised up in the last day. That's on all levels, man. You know? Us getting this knowledge. You know, our status is about to change. We about to be, the rulers, man. And also us literally being raised up into the chariots. You know, but we're in this time where these things are about to take place. So yeah, I hope it was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teaches word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. BTA, Abba Ball. Soon, very soon.